Brilliance Audio presents the unabridged recording of The Wandering Harlot by Iny Lorentz, translated by Lee Shedane, performed by Kate Rudd. Author's note: the medieval period. This novel takes place at the beginning of the 15th century, toward the end of an era referred to as the European Middle Ages. This era lasted approximately 1,000 years, from the fall of the Roman Empire in the late 5th century until just before the end of the 15th century. During these 10 centuries, many ancient accomplishments were lost, but consequently Europe quickly developed politically, socially, and culturally, laying the foundation for everything that makes up today's European as well as American culture and way of life. In the center of Europe, the Holy Roman Empire of the German nation was developing into an increasingly brittle colossus. Though its emperors regarded themselves as the successors of the Roman Caesars, their power was not great enough to fully control more than just a part of the empire. The imperial crown, however, came with such an aura of prestige that even Richard of Cornwall, the nephew of Richard the Lion-Hearted, aspired to it, though he failed in the attempt. The Habsburgs, whose dynasty reigned in Austria until well into the 20th century, were more successful, but even they had to stand for election by the empire's 7 electors, and they did not always win. At the beginning of the 15th century, Sigismund, Count of Luxembourg, who was also King of Bohemia and Hungary, was also crowned Emperor of the Holy Roman Empire. One of his greatest problems was defense of the Hungarian borders against attacks by the Ottoman Turks. 2 further serious problems concerned religion. The secularization of the Catholic Church had continued to grow, and the bishops had risen to become mighty lords. And so it happened that around 1415, 3 popes were fighting over who was the true pope. Each of these 3 ecclesiastic lords had his followers and was supported by a different part of the European Empire. At the same time, the Church's reputation had suffered grievously. For this reason, King Sigismund convened a council in the city of Constanza in 1415, where the matter of the popes was to be settled once and for all. At that time, Constanza was a wealthy city with a population of about 6,000, well suited for such a council. Christendom was weary of the many popes, and so the usual negotiations began in which each party tried to keep...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?